Hey everybody, Sinister Lex, back after a brief baby hiatus. We're digging back into things, finally getting a routine in place, finally starting to get to a point where I can come back and make videos. I've barely been in the studio at all in like the last month, so if you guys haven't seen me, that's where I've been, taking care of the baby. That's pretty much a vast majority of my day. I do it all day long, and the baby surprisingly takes a lot more attention than I ever imagined. I did not imagine that having a baby would mean sitting on the couch like all day. Just not even, I can't work, can't do anything for the most part. So I have to fit all of my client work, all of my chat messages, all of my forum responses, everything like that all has to be compressed down in this very small time frame. And it's required a pretty radical shift in how I approach my business and life. So for that reason, I'm just now finding a bit of a routine, starting to get back into things. Wanted to come in, give you guys an update. We've got some pretty cool things going on. I've been overhauling the Sinister Lex website, and I think you're going to like it. So I didn't outsource that particular website. No $10,000 Sinister Lex website. It is all built from grind and hard work and my own personal style. But you are going to like it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. There's fun stuff going on there. And it's going to be worth your time to check that out. But it's not ready yet. It's not open yet. So don't go there. Just keep an eye out because I will post an update here soon. Other updates, on day 64 or something of the P90X challenge that I posted below. Huge weight loss. I've had huge results, and I've got like abs and shit now that you can see, and I'm not even finished with the program. I'll probably do it again afterwards. You know, I got to keep a fitness routine going after the program ends, but it's pretty cool, pretty dramatic results. Lost about, I'm going to say 20 pounds, but the scale says 15, but you have to keep in mind I packed on a lot of muscle, went from like 2 pull-ups to around at least 15. Could probably do more, maybe could do 20 pull-ups now. It's pretty crazy. I can't believe the transformation with that program. So that's awesome. But let's talk like freelance and stuff. Let's talk about, I don't know, what's a good topic? I want to bring you guys some new topics that you probably we haven't talked about before. We'll talk about that soon, but let's talk about something freelance today. I want to talk about your proposals, your Upwork proposals. So a lot of you write proposals, and when you write these proposals, if you're following my advice, you are not writing a templated proposal. You're like looking through all of the people on Upwork, you're looking through the clients, you're looking through the jobs, you're finding the one that's just right for you. And then you're spending time to craft an awesome proposal. And it's custom tailored, and you send it off, and your whole goal is to secure the interview. You want to get a response and secure the interview, right? So I was thinking, that if that's how you're approaching it, it might be a little bit short-sighted. One thing I haven't really talked about with people is, I guess when I write my proposals, there's something else going on that affects the outcome. So when I write a proposal, I don't just write this proposal to get this response. That's part of it. I want to get the client to respond. But I write proposals and even responses to invitations in a way that affects the outcome of the interview. So it's not just about getting the interview, it's about affecting the outcome of the interview. And this follows Robert Cialdini's concepts of Pre-Suasion. So in your proposals, and even maybe in your bio to a lesser extent, this is about saying things that help you be more influential later on, that help you persuade this person to move forward with you. So what can you say in your proposal that goes beyond the interview? What can you say now that's going to stick and that this guy's going to be thinking about later? For instance, if you want to write a proposal and you want to try and get higher rates from somebody, you're applying to a gig, you don't know if they'll pay your rates, but you want to get higher rates, how would you do that? So if I were writing a proposal and I don't know if this guy, I have no idea what this guy's ready to invest. I don't know what he's ready to spend or anything like that. When I write my proposal, I might say something like, I don't know, I might ask a question. I might say something like, is your business the kind of business that invests in itself? Is your business a growing business? Are you growing well? Do you feel like your company is making great progress? And when I ask these questions, I'm planting ideas in their mind, in their own head, right here. In their own head, they're thinking, yes, my company is a growing business. Yes, we are making progress. Yes, we do invest in ourselves. And this is about how they feel. This comes down to feelings. It comes down to raw, cold, hard emotions, my friends. Especially when you're dealing with solo entrepreneurs, people who are running a business and they don't have people under them. It's not a huge business, but it's a smaller business. You're going to ask them questions like this. You're going to say certain things, and it's going to affect the outcome of your interviews. Because when you get on these interviews and you start talking to them and they feel like you're a good fit, and then it comes time to share your price, you're going to say, so it's going to be $500 for 2 pages, up to 500 words, or it's going to be $500 for this, or $2,000 for that, whatever. And at first, their first thought's going to be, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. But then they're going to remember how they're the kind of person who invests in their business, or they're going to remember how they're the kind of business that is growing. Their business is growing. Their business is making progress. So we've used a pre-suasion technique here to influence the outcome of your interview. So this goes beyond just getting a response to your proposal. We are now influencing the outcome of your interview. And that's a really big deal because we're tapping into the power of the psychological concept of consistency. Whenever we say a thing, we want to be consistent with that thing. So whenever you ask them this question and they respond and give you an answer and they say, yes, I am a growing business, or yes, we are making progress, yes, we're doing quite well financially. Well, later on, when you get to the part where you pitch your price, their mind wants to be consistent with that. It's like tugging at them. If they say, well, I can't afford that, well, then they would have to acknowledge that they either lied to you, or they would have to, because if they're making progress or if their business is doing well, then they should be able to afford your prices. Or they're going to have to acknowledge that their business isn't doing as well as they think it is. And that's hard for people to acknowledge. So that consistency rule is really powerful. They want to be consistent with the things they said before. So you persuade these people, your clients, you can persuade them with the things you say. The things you say in your proposal are extremely important, and you need to be thinking about how they affect the outcome of your interview. Not just about getting the interview, you want to affect the outcome of your interview so you get hired more often and hired at higher rates. Would you say you are an open person, or would you say you are someone who is open to suggestion? It's the same kind of concept that you would find maybe in hypnosis. If you ask somebody that question and they say, yes, I would definitely say I'm someone open to suggestion. Well, now you're going to be able to suggest things to that person more easily later on because they already claim to be open to suggestion, so they can't just shut down your ideas. They have to be open to that because it's consistency. They want to be consistent with the kind of person they said they are. To go against that is to go against their own identity, to go against their own ego, and that is hard for people to do. So I just thought I would drop a little knowledge, #knowledge bomb on you today. That's pretty much all I got for this one. Let me know your thoughts on any persuaders you guys might be using. I think we should do some guru cult topics soon because we had some pretty good success with that over on the Fastlane forum talking about guru cults. I popped up another gold thread over there that people seem to think is really valuable. It got a little bit off track, but the thread's doing pretty well. It's pretty awesome. Drop by the Discord chat if you guys want to chat and hang out. We don't have any new courses or programs. You can find all my old courses. The proposal course, it's not really old. It's like a month old. Proposal course, Upwork course. But we got some new stuff in the works coming soon. If you like this channel, if you want to see any more of this kind of stuff, subscribe down below. Make sure you click the get notification bell, all that stuff. I'm Sinister Lex. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.